Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Heart to Heart Conversations with Shikha, and today's topic is overthinking. Which we all do many a times, but I am going to specifically talk about when overthinking becomes a problem for many of us, and that can result into anxiety, and that can result into not being able to perform to our potential. So what is overthinking? I'll give you a few examples, simple examples, where we all overthink, and then I'll go into how and when it becomes a problem for some people. So simple overthinking, which we all do at some point in our life, and we have done that, is if we are having an event, a big event like a wedding or a big party in our house, then we tend to plan so much and we are constantly thinking about the event till the event gets over, only because we want the event to be successful. And we are just totally consumed in the planning and shopping for the event and cooking and things like that. But that is normal. And that's not a problem at all, unless you are having panic attacks planning for the event. But otherwise, that's just normal overthinking at one point. But some people overthink every little thing in their life. Like if they have to go for shopping, they have a shopping list, and then they have to go shopping somewhere, and then they will start thinking about it so much that, oh, I have to go shopping, and what will happen if I don't find what I'm looking for? And what will I do, and how will I come back? Like just unnecessary thoughts which keep going over and over in your head. And that's what overthinking is. Sometimes a situation like, I'll give you a very normal example of this situation which happens to a lot of us. And that is that if we send a message to somebody, and in WhatsApp you get a red receipt, and you're like, okay, I send the message across, and then just regularly you see that person has seen the message. But an overthinker will look at that red receipt, and then they will start building a lot of stories around it. They will start thinking, oh my God, this person has not responded to me because they don't like me. Maybe I said something wrong. And they'll just go on and on thinking about just that little thing of why did the person who read the messages not respond. And then it becomes a problem, because what is happening is when they are using their brain so much, which it's like you are using an organ so much that you are exhausting yourself, and the brain gets exhausted because you're just thinking and thinking and thinking, and that results into a physical symptom of getting tired. And that can then result into anxiety and then depression and panic and things like that. So when overthinking becomes a problem, that is when we need to take the help of a therapist or somebody else who can help us to control our thoughts. But many of us can do it ourselves, and we can also control our habit of overthinking. Moms have a habit of overthinking. My mom does. I think many moms do. And which is natural, because we are constantly taking care of so many things in our house. We're taking care of the family, we are taking care of the food that needs to be made. And if anything goes amiss in that daily routine of ours, if the child has not eaten properly or not slept properly or not getting good grades, then we start thinking, oh my God, what will happen? How will my child do better in the future if they're not, feeling well, or if they're not doing well in school and things like that. So moms have that habit. But we can still stop doing that because it affects our health. It affects our mental and physical being, because then we are just constantly thinking about our children, or like I'm just talking in case of moms, or if it's your job, then you're just constantly overthinking about a project which is just coming up, and then you are just exhausted so much, and you're not really living your life. So how can we make it better for ourselves? If it has not reached the point, obviously, if you need to see a therapist, because some people have a problem, a genuine problem, and they have OCD, and then their thoughts, they can't stop it. But we all can make that effort from our side, because the therapist can only help you so much. The medicines can only help you so much. But you still have to make that effort from your side to not overthink. And how can we do that? So that it does not result into something drastic as depression or a panic attack. So, as I said, overthinking starts when we take a thought and we just keep building on that thought, and it becomes from just a thought to a big story in our mind. So how do we stop so that it does not become a full-blown story and we are like in the eye of the storm? So for that, what we need to do is, as soon as a thought comes which starts bothering us, which makes us uneasy, and we know that we are going to build on this. So we immediately, number one, first distract ourselves. If it is a thought which does not need any action, like for example, if you message somebody and they did not respond, so you can't do anything about it, and you just have to wait for them to respond. So you, instead of waiting and checking on your phone constantly and seeing your phone that, they haven't responded, instead of doing that, you can distract yourself and you can start doing other things to keep yourself busy. And that way, that thought of them not responding goes away from your mind. Obviously, if it is something or somebody who you're really concerned about, if your kid is out late night and then you really want to check on them, then definitely you need to take more action if they don't respond in like half an hour, and then you may need to make a call. But if it's just a friend and you're just checking on them and they haven't responded, then it's okay. You can just let it go for that time being and distract yourself, do other things which can keep you busy, maybe read a book, watch some TV, sing a song, listen to a song, maybe even dance or cook, something like that, to keep you away from that thought and keep that thing which is distracting you away from you, like if it's the phone especially. So try to keep the phone away so that you don't need to go on and check over and over again. The second thing you can do, if this is a problem which happens to you a lot of times, meaning you are suffering from OCD, that is obsessive compulsive disorder of overthinking, then in that case you can start doing meditation. Meditation is something which really helps you to calm your mind down and shut down the thought processes, and you can let your brain rest. And I never thought I could do meditation because I was never able to sit in one place, and I would be just, like, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to cook, I have to take care of my children, I have to do my work or watch TV. So meditation always felt like that, I have to spend like half an hour or even 10 minutes to just sit down. But what I realized that when I started meditating, I got a lot of peace and calm within me. And I could do things, more productive things with my life, because I could focus more. And I could shut off the thought processes which were bothering me or making me anxious very easily. So even now, if I feel anxious about something and something bothers me, some situation which is just, bringing me down so heavily, like I have not been to India for past 4 years. And sometimes I do get anxious because I obviously want to see my parents, my brother. I have not seen him for a long time. My parents were here, so I got to see them, but I've not seen my brother in 4 years, and that really upsets me sometimes, that I really want to see him. And that makes me anxious, and then I just sit down and meditate. And when I meditate, I feel peace and calm, and then I tell myself, yeah, I will see him in due time, I will go and see him. So you have to tell yourself that things are going to become better. You will be able to do whatever you need to do. If you have a deadline coming up for a project, then obviously you need to work towards it instead of sitting there and overthinking, how am I going to do the project? Get to action, take some action, get to work. If you have an exam coming up, then instead of overthinking and sitting that, oh, how will I perform in the exam? What will happen? What grades will I get? And spending your time in just thinking about it and eventually getting a panic attack and getting over anxious about it, you just sit down and just start studying and start doing the things which you should be doing to accomplish that task which is making you anxious and which you are overthinking about. And if it is not in your control, then you just distract yourself, do some meditation. And meditation is easy, and I will be talking about that in my future conversations, and maybe I will teach you how to meditate, and we can do it together and help you calm down. So start looking at the things which you need to do in your life instead of just sitting there and planning and letting your thoughts all over the place. Gather your thoughts and focus on your life and focus on your plan and live a better life and stop overthinking. So I hope you can do that, because as tough it might seem right now, you can do that by distracting and meditation and calming yourself down, whatever calms you down. So, and let the stress go. And you will see, if you do these things, your life is going to become so much better and so much easier, and not just for you, for the people around you too. So try doing that, and I will continue to talk to you about these things and help you to get your life together and move in the right direction. So subscribe to my channel and like this video, and please do put in some topics which you would like to hear about from me in the comment section, and that way I would love to talk about those topics, and I can guide you and help you in whatever direction I can with my experiences. Of course, you have to learn things with your own experiences. I'm only sharing my experiences to make your life go in some direction, and hopefully I can help you with something what I have learned through my experiences. So take care, have a wonderful week, and also, yes, Happy New Year to all of you, and hope this year brings a lot of happiness and joy in your life. So take control of your life and live a good life. Talk to you soon again. Like and subscribe. Bye.